When creating today's warm-up problem, I had to keep in mind that my students would be returning from a week-long vacation. And in particular, my students in the first block of the day at 8 o'clock in the morning would be kind of waking up to the cold reality of coming back to school. I knew I was going to have to get back into the work we had left off just before break, but was very mindful of framing it in such a way that they could be successful. Had I given this particular problem on the day before the break, or even a day or two from now, I might have just given this position versus time function and asked the students to come up with a velocity graph and an acceleration. But I thought it might be wise to break it up into some smaller questions, and so question A says, "What's the initial velocity of this object?" and question B says, "At what time is the velocity of this object equal to zero?" So that brings the students back to the point where they're looking at the slopes of the lines that are tangent to the position graph, which is sort of the core idea when looking at non-linear position graphs. And those two introductory questions kind of bring that central idea to the forefront. If they can access their notes and remember what we were doing just before the break, they could be successful with those two questions. And then that answers to those questions will then allow them to be more successful with the two questions I really want, which is questions C and D, the sketch of the velocity graph and the determination of the resulting acceleration.